This is Mark Muhammad. I'm from Headiest Maximum. We're here with special guest Tavoy Feagin from the University of Clemson, cornerback. Probably see him starting in that position. Five-star All-American high school, so this would be his first year at Clemson. And we have the host of the Bama Standard, and I will let her introduce herself.
Yeah, so my name is Payne, and I'm one of the hosts from the Bama Standard Network. You can find us on YouTube. Now, my show in particular is called Crimson Dynasty. I don't know if you would care that much about it, but we have some really good content, and sometimes we talk about Clemson. So I wanted to first thank you for your time. I'm excited to learn more about you, and also your ties to Alabama with your dad. So we're gonna hit on that a little later. But can you first just tell us, who is Tavoy? Like, if you were to describe yourself to anyone, not even just on the field, but off the field as well, who would you say that you are?
If I had to describe Tavoy Feagin, I would probably say like funny, kind of quiet if you don't really get to know him, but overall just kind of funny. Just a funny guy. Like, you can always be around him. Like, I'll always crack a joke. Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like that kind of translates over in the locker room? Like, if
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think I could probably be like one of the funniest guys in the locker room. Like, if I say something, you most definitely gonna laugh at it, but also like bring it back when it's coming down to serious moments.
Can you describe the transition and how that was from high school to college? Did you find it to be challenging, or was it a?
I wouldn't really say challenging because like the high school I went to was, like I said, it was like a college prep. So going to like Clemson was like, oh, this is the same thing I did my sophomore year through senior year at Carrollwood Day School. So it wasn't really a big challenge. It was kind of easy.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So you're a cornerback. We know that it's one of those sought out, positions.
Oh, yeah.
And, a lot of times you'll find a corner who can also play at safety. Now, can you, or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I'm able to play the nickel, corner, safety. Just put me everywhere, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, well then, so I wanted to find out more about just you as a person as well, because I feel like a lot of times on the outside looking in, we focus a lot on the player as a player, like what they do on the field. But can you help us just learn a little bit more about who you are as a person? So what do you like to do? Is there anything that, I guess, you laugh, so I'm sure this is going to be a good one, but is there anything outside of football that you enjoy doing?
I like to play the game a lot. Like,
Okay.
I like to be with my homeboys a lot, my brothers, most of the time with my family. But overall, I'm just like a family like type of guy. So I'm not really outgoing, but I'm always gonna be with the right crowd.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good. And then there's quite a few of you as far as brothers too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How many?
Three brothers.
Three others.
Three others.
So a total of 4.
Yeah, total 4.
Okay.
Yep, 4.
Who's the next ball player?
The youngest one.
I heard about him.
He's gonna be the best one for sure. He's 14.
What position you think he end up playing?
Corner for sure.
Corner?
He long.
He's long?
Yeah.
And why you think he's gonna be the best?
Cause like him growing up, he always had to be like at the same type of height. Like for me, he always look at me like, okay, I can't do this, or I gotta do this. So like my dad would tell me, yeah, you're not doing this right. He'll go in and not do it, and then it makes him look better than me. So he's smart when it comes to just looking at his older brothers and like, okay, I can't do that, so I'm gonna just do it the right way, so make it look good on me.
And I noticed this morning in the workouts that your skill level, especially with your feet work, was pretty good, especially for a freshman. And there was a pro there that noticed that too, a retired pro, and he gave you props on your skill level and everything. So how long did it take you to develop that skill level? Was it natural, or was it a mixture of both hard work and natural ability?
I mean, I started playing football since I was 3, like tackle football since I was 3. And I took like a little break, my middle school. And then I think one of the high school I was supposed to go to, the coach came, he's like, oh yeah, he's going to play corner. And I never really backpedaled in my life for real. I just ran, called it running back growing up, so I just ran forward most of the time. So when we started doing DB drills during like COVID and stuff, I was horrible at backpedaling. Like I couldn't break, feet was so bad. So as we started like working on it, I started getting better. And then started saying I can actually do this. And then, yeah, now we can.
Now it's just muscle memory.
Yeah, now it's easy.
Okay. What's the most challenging thing about playing cornerback as far as learning?
Just you gotta understand the game, honestly, because you gotta also do your job, but you also gotta understand: is this D line gonna come to the? Is this D end gonna come to the flat? Where my help is? Is my safety gonna be right behind me? So it's just different ways you gotta understand the game, and plus we backpedaling, so you'll never know what the receiver gonna do. He'll get on your cushion and make a move, you be like, oh, it's not. I think he's gonna do this because you're thinking. So the whole job is just not to think, just play ball.
Okay. Who was your most challenging player to go against in high school?
High school, I'll probably say my teammate now TJ Moore.
Okay.
We always battled like from freshman year all to senior year. We was always battling. So I think he's probably I want to say the hardest one because I don't really look at no one better than me for real. But like he's probably tough. He's tough for sure.
You got a cornerback mentality when you said there's nobody better than you. That's the way you're supposed to have it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I heard your dad used to play cornerback somewhere.
Yeah.
Where you used to play at?
Bama.
Alabama.
Okay.
It's all about that Bama. See, that's the thing. So that's how we know that you're destined for greatness. You know,
Tell you
because
about Bama.
you're coming from that legacy, that lineage of just Alabama. Like they know what it. You got Dabo Swinney there, so you know he has those roots as well. Now we know that fall camp will be starting up soon, and you know we have the changes with the schedules and the conferences. And so, are there any games in specific that you're looking forward to this season?
Georgia, hands down. Hands
And that's
down,
your
Georgia.
first game.
Yep,
That's your
Georgia
first
and Florida
game.
State. I say Georgia because how they treated me during my visit. So I'm gonna show them like y'all should have really tried harder to get me. I'm gonna show y'all why y'all should have got me. Florida State is the same way. They kind of did me dirty during recruiting. So I want to show them y'all should have did what y'all supposed to do.
Yeah.
So them 2 games are what I'm looking forward to. Plus it's away games. We play Florida State at Florida State, and you play Georgia in Atlanta. So
Which is basically a home game.
a home
for
game
Georgia,
basically.
yeah.
So
No, I
those
feel
are 2
you.
games right there.
Look, y'all heard it then. Hey, you gotta let them know.
Want it.
Yeah.
So back in Tampa, tell us a little bit about you working with the House of Athlete with Yo Murphy, and tell us a little bit about that experience.
So my freshman year, I kind of got introduced to Yo Murphy because I would say like my uncle, Avion Kaysen, he was like, he kind of put me, he was like, you got to train with somebody other than your dad. So I was like, okay, who you going to train with? And then he kind of brought me up to Yo Murphy. And then after that, we started clicking, started building that bond. And I remember, I think I had fractured my foot like during my sophomore year or something like that. And I had a camp like the following like couple weeks. I'm like, I gotta run this 40 because my 40 was slow. So I wanted to show them that I was able to move. I was working with Yo for like a good month. And I went to the Under Armour camp and ran like a 4.47, which was a really good time. Because my freshman year, I ran a 40 without even like training. It was like a 4.7.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's a big deal.
big deal.
Big deal. Yeah. So do you have you ran track? Do you do any track workouts or anything?
Yeah, I ran track my sophomore year. I did pretty decent, but I was running on a fractured foot, so kind of killed everything. I only did like 2 meets, and then they had to pull me because of my foot.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And so I'm curious. So, you know, we talked with another player and, you know, he mentioned mental health. And that was something that, you know, I felt like it needs to be talked about. And I feel like specifically for athletes, especially the young athletes, you know, a lot of people, they see you all on the field and they see the physicality, but they don't think about the mental side of things. And so I wanted to know for you, what does that look like off the field? Like, how do you keep your mind right? How do you, you know, remain, I guess, grounded and stay in a positive mental space?
What I would say is like, off the field, I don't really think too much about football because I feel like that's going to be like the key that kind of break you down. I remember during the spring, I was like thinking too hard about football. Like I wanted to quit at some point. Like I didn't even want to play football no more. It wasn't even fun. But then I started understanding like sometimes you just got to take that break from football and just like focus on yourself to bring you right back. Like there's different sides. Off the field, you can't be too much worried about football. Yep. But once you get back on the field, you got to be like dialed in. So I think my mental health at the beginning was kind of hard, becoming like football. But then I started understanding you got to have time for yourself and other things. So that's the big thing for me.
Yeah, I like that.
What is the chemistry like at Clemson with your teammates and everything?
I mean, my first time going in, it was kind of hard. I would say, like, trying to get used to different people, like, different groups. Because, like, everybody got their own little group in college. So just trying to, I wouldn't say fit in because, like, at the end of the day, you're your own person. But, like, just trying to get with the groove of things. So the chemistry done got better with my team because, like, I started understanding how he moved or how this coach moves. So it's different now. I like the chemistry.
Educational wise, what you majoring in?
Sports communication.
Sports communication?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You like education?
I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Right.
You like, I'll do it.
At least you're honest. So.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So we mentioned your dad who played at Alabama. I want to know, did you ever consider Alabama?
Oh, like, of course. Since I was little, I was like, yeah, I'm going to Bama no matter what they offer me, I'm committed. That was like my first actual big SEC offer. Bama was my first offer. I got Bama my sophomore year. I was ready to commit like right off the bat. I told my dad, I was like, yeah, we going to Bama. He was like, nah, let's just wait. I'm like, just wait. Me just wait. Like, that's
Right,
Bama. That's my dream
exactly,
school. We going to
exactly.
Bama. And then he was like, nah, let's just see how things go. And I'm glad I listened because that visit, we get to Bama, all the coaches like, Michael Feagin. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm not going here.
Really?
Because they too worried about him, they ain't worried about me. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to take a step away from Bama and try to figure other things out.
Yeah, you don't want to have to, and that can be a lot of pressure too, you know,
yeah.
following in the footsteps, you know, of your father, which it's a good thing, but it's kind of like a double-edged sword at the same time, because it's like, you know, you want to have a name for yourself, you know,
Right.
and to be honest, we could have used another cornerback, but you know, you never know with this transfer portal, you never know what may happen. So I know we had another guy out of the state who went to Clemson as well, out of the state of Alabama, Peter Woods. So, you know, you never know what may happen, but you know, maybe you'll kind of
Right. I'm glad.
at some point.
Do it sound like she was trying to get you to get in the portal or something?
That what it sounded like, just a little
bit.
I'm just
She,
saying.
she keep bringing
she's a
up Bama.
diehard Bama fan.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, I have family that played at Alabama, and I just know that it's just different.
Right.
We're
yeah.
just built different. It's the standard. People can say what they want to say, but at the end of the day, it's legacy for you, so it means more, but it's a lot more pressure, and I think that that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand, because it's one thing if you had a dad that coached in high school or for a different team, but then you go to, you know, one of the best school in the nation, and then you're following behind your dad, so I could see that. But the portal is still open, you know, it's going to be there. So, you know, yeah. So I want to ask, so we have the summer coming up, we have, you know, then fall camp and all of that. So is there anything outside of football that you're looking forward to? Like, do you have, you know, are you a reader? Do you like to go to any type of events or?
What I'm waiting on is the college football game coming out July 19th.
Yeah.
I've been talking about that since they said they would bring it back. So I'm waiting on that right now. But right now I'm just working out. That's what I'm really, like, after working out a couple, like, weeks, I'm, like, super excited for the fall. So just working out was just seeing how my body could, like, change.
Yeah.
That's what I'm excited for.
What's the biggest change you've seen in your body?
Speed.
Speed?
Speed is the, like, key one right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to get a little bigger. I've been taking some like stuff to get me bigger, not illegal stuff.
Right,
but, like, some stuff to get me bigger.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta clarify that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would you tell cornerbacks that's in high school right now as far as educating them about the process from high school to college? What would you share with them?
Keep working on your craft every day. Every time you have like an off day, you better work on your craft because there might be someone doing better today. You might be like, oh yeah, we're on the same level, and then you go back to practice. You be like, oh, he must have been working. He doing this better than I'm doing it. So all I can say is just work on your craft because best believe there's someone out working you at the end of the day.
And I want to jump back to the college game that's coming out. What you think your overall rating gonna be?
Man, it better not be lower than 70. If it is, we gotta talk to somebody. We gotta talk to someone. I need to be like at least a 75 at least. 74, 75. I'll take a 73. Cause now I can do my own thing, just like boost up to a 99. But if I get 73, I'm smooth with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can play corner, you can play safety. Are there any other positions that you play or that you considered playing?
Receiver and running back. Running back, I started seeing them big boys. I was like, nah, I ain't trying to get hit by them.
Right.
And then I moved to receiver, the playbook, too much. I was like, yeah, that ain't gonna work either. So I'm at DB now.
Yeah. At least you're honest.
Yeah, you made a good selection because you're pretty good at DB.
Right.
Yeah. So, who's your which coach on Clemson you feel feeds you the most knowledge to grow?
Part of my DB coach, Coach Reed. Like, he get on me a lot, but at the end of the day, my dad always told me, if he stopped talking to you, he ain't gonna work with you. So, like, he get on me, but, like, it's always you gotta listen to the message, not the tone. So that's all it is with him. So, yeah, he's probably the best one, gave me knowledge.
So is it, growing up, and you said your dad probably was your first coach, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, and I know he's still trying to coach you,
He
right?
try. He try.
That's the point I'm getting to. So, when did you reach the point in your life where you was like, he means good, and he's feeding you good information, right?
Right.
But you're not really listening, like a little bit.
I think it was probably when I started first getting offers, like sophomore year. I was like, oh yeah, whatever I'm doing it right. So like, at this point, whatever you saying, I'm still gonna do whatever I got. I still want to do whatever I'm about to do. But where I really started listening was college spring, because everything he told me when I was like 6, 10 years old happened.
It happened.
Yeah, so I was like, oh yeah, I gotta start listening.
Yeah.
'Cause everything you told me, like when I was little, when I wasn't really not supposed to be listening to it, cause like, Dad, I'm not in college yet. I'm still in elementary school. What you telling me this for? Happened. Just like that.
So now, even though he was valuable, his value even
He
increased.
got
It.
Now he's like my coach now. Like,
Okay.
So if something happened at practice, I'm calling him like, this happened. I'm gonna send him the clip like, what do I do here? Cause like my coach can tell me this, but at the end of the day, my dad know how I play,
Right,
so he gonna tell me, no, you should have did this right here. I'm gonna go back out there and do it.
Right. Well, remember that every Father's Day now.
Yeah.
I do.
All right.
I
Okay.
do.
Yeah, you got Father's Day coming right around the corner too. So.
Yeah, so I know he gonna be asking for something big.
Yeah, you got to show your appreciation. Okay, so then I also wanted to know, so would you consider yourself a leader, and then how do you feel you may show up in the locker room as far as leading the other guys? Because I feel like sometimes, the freshmen, they kind of feel like they have to, not really sit in the corner, but kind of keep their head down and just listen.
Yeah.
But I do feel like freshmen can have a voice in the locker room. So is that something that you're looking forward to doing, or?
Like, I'm glad you brought up the just putting their head down, just not saying too much. Like, that was me during spring, because like these are older dudes. These are 20. Some were 23. I'm like, I'm not even saying too much because I'm 18. So like, if I say something, you can be like, what you just got here. But now I'm just looking forward to just being an example on the field, and then like having, because at the end of the day, you gonna look at me and be like, okay, yeah, he did this right. So I don't even gotta say much because I'm basically leading on the field, other than just getting there talking. Because we got a lot of talkers in the world, but when you get on the field, you ain't showing me. Now you just talking.
Yeah.
So I want to be like an example on the field, basically. Not say too much, but when you look at me, like, yeah, he doing this right.
Right. Okay, so not a lot of words, but just leading by example, and that'll be good too for future recruits. Assuming that you'll still be there, like I said, the portal is going to be open, so that opportunity is always there. Look, see, that's the thing. We want the best of the best, and so hopefully, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, y'all gonna be slacking this year though.
Yeah, look.
Slacking.
Saban not there no more. Saban not there to
the way
save.
we've been recruiting and getting in that portal, I don't know. I feel like we gonna go all the way. So but y'all
Probably.
gotta handle business with Georgia.
Oh yeah, we will. You ain't gotta worry about that.
All right.
You ain't gotta worry about that.
She vouching for Georgia now.
No, I
Yeah. You
look,
see,
look,
you
no,
see.
I'm not.
Now she's talking about Jordan now.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm neutral when it comes to that. But they've been talking a lot. So they say they still have unfinished business with Alabama. That we already sealed that deal.
See, they worry about Bama. They ain't worried about them Tigers coming through.
And those are the ones you usually gotta worry about. Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say too much, but we know when we get to Atlanta, we gonna show them that why we don't talk.
Yeah. Okay, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
So tell me the difference between you living at home and now you living the college life.
I think the first couple of weeks, I'm like, man, I'm ready to go back home. Cause like I don't know, it just wasn't like my type of like feeling. Like I'm used to my mom calling my name and just going in the living room like what happened, and not hearing no one. And you gotta do your own thing. Like my mom called me every day, like you got groceries. I totally forgot, cause you get them.
I gotta eat.
Yeah. So it's most definitely different. Now you gotta just live by yourself. You gotta do things that grown-ups do now. So it's most definitely different, but I got used to it. I'm cool now.
So then, I know that you're a freshman, so you're still, getting your feet in the water. But if you had to go back to your 10th grade self, maybe ninth, 10th grade is there anything that you would tell yourself with where you are right now that you would tell your 10th grade self?
Get stronger. Like I wish I was in the weight room way earlier than where I'm at right now. Like I wish I started lifting weights like 10th grade for I wouldn't have to worry about people saying, oh yeah, he's kind of small. He don't really lift too much. So I just feel like I was just telling myself just go lift.
Yeah.
Go lift, but don't lift too much because then you're gonna be slow. But just go lift.
So do you find yourself in the weight room more frequent now?
Yeah, now I'm starting to love the weight room. I'll call my dad every morning when we at school, like, yeah, I used to hate upper. I love upper now. 'Cause I started seeing my body just change, and I started seeing it get bigger. I was like, oh yeah, I love this feeling right here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it most definitely
Okay.
changed.
Okay.
And that's the thing too, because when you get to school, the coaches are gonna put some weight on you anyway.
Right.
So I don't know why it's so much, talk about, oh, he's this or he's, not big enough, because it's like you're gonna gain that weight.
Exactly.
But I do like that, and that's good for the viewers to hear you say like you wish you would have gotten into the, weight room earlier so that they can, do that as well.
Right.
So yeah. Are there any hidden talents that you have?
I ain't got no talents. I don't think so. I haven't found them. So I don't think I got no talents.
But a lot of times, even when it comes to talent, it could be something that comes natural to you that for most people they would have, it would be a little more difficult for them. So a lot of times it's something that's natural,
Probably basketball. That's
There you go.
that's a little talent.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you'll think, oh yeah, he a football player, he don't know how to hoop. Put me on that court, I'll make you look stupid. That's probably with me right now. And I
You
can
play
swim.
point. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm a swimmer too. I'm like the black Michael Phelps.
See, that's
Believe
what
it or
I'm
not.
saying. Yeah, you definitely, yeah. So it's like a lot of times, like I said, it's what comes natural, because what I find with a lot of athletes is that, if you're skilled at one sport in particular, you're going to be skilled at something else. You
Right.
may just not know it yet, but that's usually how it plays out. So.
Yeah, I did swim lessons like when I was 3 too.
So you know how to swim, and your dad don't know how to swim?
That don't make no sense, do it?
No, it
make any
don't.
sense.
It
No,
don't. No, I remember. I'll never forget this story. I think it was my birthday. I think I was turning 10, and we had a little pool party. He was just sitting at the edge. I was like, oh, he don't know how to swim. I'm gonna push him. I pushed him in. Oh my God, he could have swim. It was like 4 feet. I'm like, Dad,
No.
you like 5 something? What are you doing?
All he got to do
Yeah,
is
like he was about to
stand up.
drown. I'm like,
Why you
yeah,
gotta call your dad out like that?
cause that was the best story for me.
It's like, Dad, you too grown
You
to
too
be
grown
acting
to
like
be-
that in 4 feet.
Trying to fight his way back up. That was too funny.
Did anybody record it?
Nah, I wish someone called it. I wish I had my phone to catch it.
Yeah.
How long was he mad at you?
Oh, like good 30 minutes. He ain't talk to me. But like when he get mad, I don't even go that way. Because I don't know what he gonna do to me then. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just get away from him for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else that you feel like the viewers would need to know about you, or anything that you can tell the Clemson fan base as far as what they have to look forward to this season?
I was listening to you when you brought up like the pressure with my dad and stuff. I agree with the pressure. Like the pressure was like the biggest thing with me. 'Cause like I told you, I went from quitting football, like didn't want to play football no more. People calling my dad, like, why you let him quit football? Why you let him do this? Da da da. Like I quit football for 3 years. Like I just didn't want to play it no more. And then like once I got back to it and started seeing like, oh yeah, this is my money right here. I started seeing, I was like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And then when I started getting the offers, people would come to my post like, oh yeah, we're gonna come watch him play. And it's real hard when you're on the field and you know where your dad sit at in the bleachers, and you make a bad play. It's hard not to look up there, just like peek and see how you feel. Cause like I know he looking, like out of everybody saying, I know he looking at me like with the ugliest stare ever. So yeah, that's the most definitely like pressure Pressure was the biggest thing with me. Still is, due to me like going to Clemson. Like everybody he played with or coached with at Clemson right now. So it was that pressure because there'll be some days I'll have bad practice. Coach Reed or some other coach would call my dad, like, yeah, he had a bad practice. And then he calling me, he's like, yeah, your coach just called me today. I'm like, oh,
So you got to hear it from the
I
coaches.
got to hear it from
you got to hear from
exactly. So it's most definitely pressure. But I know I'll be straight with it.
But you know, like they say, pressure makes diamonds. So
Oh, yeah.
you know, if you're gonna, it sounds like you're one of the cream of the crop guys. So you'll rise to that. You know, it's just kind of weathering the storm and
Right.
yeah, getting things figured out. But you know, so then for the Clemson fan base, I mean, what do they have to look forward to?
A dog.
Okay.
I'm going to eat, especially this season.
So you hungry?
I'm hungry, no matter what.
Well, you say sometimes you forget to get your groceries, so we know you.
Nah, but on the football field, I'm hungry. I won't forget about that, though.
Yeah.
That's one thing I won't forget.
And you guys will have two good young cornerbacks playing.
Yep.
Yeah. So that'll be
I'm coming for them,
pretty
too.
interesting.
I'm coming for everybody.
Look, I mean,
Everybody gonna get it.
that's what you got to do. That's the attitude that you have to have, you know, because it's like you're competing, of course, you know, against the ones on the other side of the line of scrimmage in a sense, but then also in the locker room.
Right.
Because you want that starting position. It's like, I didn't come here just to sit down.
Everybody gonna be their friend outside of the locker room, but when we on that field,
Yeah.
I don't know you for.
It's fair game at that point. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, anything else that you want to share with your fan base?
Now I can think of.
Yeah.
Now I said everything.
Do you feel like I know you said when you first got to campus, you were almost like ready to go back home. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Do you still feel like that now?
Nah.
Okay, so
Nah.
you settled
Yeah,
down a little
I'm
bit.
good now.
Yeah.
Like, there'll be some days I'll call my dad, like, yeah, I'm ready to come back. But it'll be like, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Then the next day I'll be like, yeah, I'm not ready to go back home. I'm just here to work.
Is Clemson far from home for you?
8 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. Imagine driving 8 hours.
I can't.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah, my
Yes.
max is 3, so yeah. That
Oh, yeah. My max is 1 hour, so.
So your dad got a lot of press out of this interview. So look at the camera and say, "Hi, Mom."
Oh, hey, Mom.
Yeah, shout out to moms.
Oh, yeah, Mom used to, you know, she on me with the classes. There's different sides possible. The
Well,
sports,
that's good.
mom with class.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely, and you hear, you know, I saw just some other coaches at other schools, the way they grill the players, where it's just like, no, you need to show up to class and you need to actually take that seriously
yeah.
because that matters too, as far as
Right.
if you get out there on that field. So,
Yeah, my mom, she won't call me about nothing with football related, but she'll be like, did you turn that assignment in? I'm like, yes, ma'am, I did.
yes, I did.
Yeah, there's different sides, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure to get to know you, and I'm excited. You know, I live in Atlanta, so I'm considering going to your game. Actually,
Yeah, because y'all don't got a game on that first week.
not that first week.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, so I'll expect to see you there then.
Yeah. I may have to pull for Clemson, man. It's just
Might as well.
Might as well. But I mean, you had some stuff to say, so it sounds like y'all gonna show
Oh,
up.
yeah.
So I'm gonna be expecting that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right. Well, we really appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.